I'm all parked in the employee parking, just waiting for the shuttle, and look who's here with me, a little trash panda. Looking for breakfast, I suppose. He's cute, but I know he's a wild creature, so I'll keep my distance. I'm flying to Miami very early in the morning on a 6:30 a.m. flight to start a 2-day trip this morning. Today I am traveling to St. Thomas and then back to Miami, so I'm doing a St. Thomas turn. After that, I'm flying from Miami to Orlando, where I'll have a layover. And no, I won't be going home during my layover. I'm going to stay at the hotel and sort of pretend like I'm on a little staycation. In the meantime, look at how beautiful Miami Beach looks, with the sun starting to rise, making those white sandy beaches just glisten like there's a little bit of golden glitter sprinkled on top of it. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and I'm a flight attendant with the major US airline. I commuted in this morning because I started a 2-day trip. Today I'm flying to St. Thomas and doing a turn. Then I'm flying from Miami to Orlando, where I'll lay over for 11 hours. So come with me on today's adventure. My layover is actually going to be 16 hours, and look at how cute this dog in the airport. And this trip is definitely starting out right. We were gifted some chocolates by a passenger. I arrived in St. Thomas. Passengers have deplaned. I have just a few minutes in between loading up the next set of passengers to fly them back to Miami. The weather is warm, but not too warm. You can definitely feel the humidity. And it looks like there's a ship back there. The ocean is like behind that airplane. It looks like there's a ship. I don't think it's a cruise ship, but it is a big whatever boat ship type vessel. And after this, I flew back to Miami and then a short flight from Miami to Orlando. And this is Orlando. This is my Orlando layover. And it's the following morning because I got in late and I was just tired and forgot to record. The weather in Orlando today, it's windy and the skies are kind of gray. And there's so many events going on in Orlando. It's the Pro Bowl. There are, I think, like cheerleading competitions. And I think there are some Olympic trials also going on in the area. And MegaCon. So tons of activities. This hotel was so busy, as were our flights. So there's a tornado warning today. Now's the time to seek shelter. Not a lot of basements here in South Florida at all. So tornado warning until 2 o'clock. I'm in Orlando right now on a layover. My pickup from the hotel's 1:58. We'll see if this impacts my day today. Hopefully not. I finished this trip today. I'm hoping that this has no impact, but I will keep you posted. Tornado warning. That is indicating rotation or spin pretty much right now upon the Doral area here in South Florida. And it's also today's day 2 of a 2-day trip, and I am waking up here in Orlando, my new home, where I live. Did I go home last night? No, I stayed here in the hotel. Why? Because I'm working and I want to stay in work mode. If I go home, then that's just going to mess my body up. It's not it's just too sporadic to be home during a trip, and I don't want to trick my mind or my body into thinking that we're off. So I packed to be away. I'm going to treat this like a regular layover. So I'm here. I stayed in the hotel, got in late last night. I think I got to the hotel around 11, and just stayed in. It is a 16-hour layover, so it is decent. I slept in, which was wonderful. Breakfast was included downstairs. I had breakfast. Sorry I didn't film it, but it was like an elevated continental breakfast. It was free. I'm not complaining. This hotel is very busy with Disney guests and with lots of children and families and people that are here in Orlando attending the Pro Bowl. So lots of different football jerseys, people wearing their favorite teams, their favorite team members and whatnot. And yeah, on this trip, I'm the lead flight attendant. So I'm flight attendant number 1. And I've been keeping track of the weather because the weather in Miami is pretty icky at the moment. What time is it? It is 11:35. Pickup is at 1:58 p.m. But right now, currently, Miami just had a tornado warning. So I was watching the Weather Channel, and they had a couple of patches of like atmospheric pressure. I think that's what you call it, where they were like detecting rotation. So there was a tornado warning for a couple different areas there. So that, just keeping an eye on that, because we're supposed to fly from Orlando to Miami, then Miami to Tampa, then Tampa back to Miami, and then I'm done. But I'm keeping an eye on it to make sure that it isn't going to impact our flight time leaving from Orlando to Miami, just because no one can predict weather. There's also lightning around the area. I'm just keeping an eye on it because if our flight time changes, then I need to alert the rest of the crew. So even though my pickup isn't for a couple of hours, I'm just getting ready now. I don't want to like rush at the last minute. Plus, I can relax. I enjoy watching the Weather Channel. I'm a little geeky like that, but you know, I could have a worse vice. But yeah, that's it. It's cloudy outside. It's drizzly. It's gray. There are little gusts of wind that blow through here occasionally as well. I'll show you my view. So this is my view of Orlando. This looks like an older little hotel motel there. Disney Springs is about a mile from here. That Drury, I have a hard time saying that word, hotel, I believe is where Walt Disney, I don't know if he had a conference or he just announced that he was creating Walt Disney World. So that hotel back there, so that hotel over there is old. But I'm surprised by how much like natural vegetation and trees, and a lot of pine trees Florida had. Oh, I'm sorry, has. I really observed that in driving from Arizona to Florida. I guess I didn't expect so many like pine trees and like forests, because there are like denser areas of like lots of vegetation and trees. Some vacationers, maybe they're leaving, but they're all Disney. They're all decked out in Disney. Everyone that comes here, when they're like going on vacation, I just feel like they're so like happy, especially the little kids, you know, they're so excited. And for me, that's always, I don't know, you know, that's just, they're going to their happy place, and that's a good feeling. I love that. I like seeing happy people. And I'm doing things a little bit backwards just because I got in late. So I'll summarize yesterday's trip. Yesterday's trip was wonderful. I was the lead flight attendant. I was number 1. Not my favorite position, although when I am number 1, I'm like, wow, I really like being number 1. Why aren't I number 1 more often? I'm not number 1 as often because it's a lot of pressure. When everything goes right, it's a wonderful position. But if something goes wrong, there's a lot of responsibility on you. So you're in, you know, you're the first line of communication with the flight deck, reporting any incidents that occurs. Also with the agents on the ground when you're boarding or deplaning. And you're also, you know, the one in charge if there are any passenger disturbances, seat issues, not enough room for luggage, like that's all on you. So you have to monitor everything in real time to make sure that the process is seamless and smooth and perfect and we leave on time. So But when everything goes well, I love that position. I love chatting with my passengers. I just love, you're busy all the time, so your day flies by quickly. Yesterday was an 11-hour day. Went by quickly, but when I got to the hotel room, geez, was I tired. I was mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, so I went straight to bed. So that's why I'm giving you my little summary now. And so since I didn't do the room tour last night, let's do the room tour now. Not anything spectacular, but I will do a quick room tour, and mind you, the room has been lived in now, so it's not going to be perfect. It is what it is. Okay, front door. I did have something covering this earlier. Look, someone has a uniform just like mine. Just kidding. You already know. The bathroom, nothing too fancy. Standard shower, body wash, shampoo, conditioner. Slept in bed, and I borrowed a pillow from there because 5 pillows are better than 4. My hair tools are cooling off before I pack them. They're just about all cooled off. Hairbrush, glasses, because I popped my contacts back in. Another barrier for the hair tool so it doesn't burn anything. This one gets particularly hot. Refrigerator, a desk, chargers all over the place, but everything is charged. And a view outside. So yes, this video is probably going to be short and sweet as well. I would say, doesn't St. Thomas look so beautiful and inviting? Like those hills, I just love once the passengers have deplaned and security comes on and cleaning comes on. I just like to step right outside the aircraft and just take in that like breeze, smell the ocean, see the green hills and those beautiful houses along, like dotting the little mountain or hill. Watch the airplanes land. I want to have a layover in St. Thomas one day. One day, it's calling my name, one day. But that's it. That's all for this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you've not yet subscribed, and if you're interested in seeing more videos like this one, then please hit the subscribe button somewhere down there. And that's it. Until next time. I feel so tall. I'm in heels again. Bye, guys.